All right, welcome to Mountain Man Picker. I have gone through hundreds of records, and today you're going to see some more that I'm putting on sale in my eBay store. Some of you have already bought several records, and I appreciate you. You know who you are. But I'm organizing, cataloging, sorting, purging, whatever you want to call it. I still have several boxes to put on sale in my eBay store. Let me know in the comments as I flip through the records if there's any you're interested in. My email is in the description. And let's get started on purging through some records. And before I start on this project, it's important to know that I'm going to be adding record sleeves to all my records that are missing those. So let's go through these, see what we got. We've got Styx, Grand Illusion, Steve Winwood, another Steve Winwood. So as you can tell, these are the S category records. I've got Steve Miller Band, Brave New World. Got the gatefold cover there. Stevie Wonder's Inversions. The gatefold. Happy to say that all of these records in my collection are in, most of them are VG to excellent. The Steve Miller Band's Book of Dreams. Steve Miller Living in the USA. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. Couldn't Stand the Weather. Got some early Steppenwolf. This is a really cool album. It's recorded live at the Matrix in San Francisco. I believe it's on the old Atco Dunhill label. Yeah, that's what it is. Steppenwolf Gold. Some Steely Dan here. The Royal Scam, great album. This one's got Reelin' in the Years on it. Another Stephen Stills. I think I've already seen about 3 of these since I got started. This is a Stanley Jordan album. He's, in case you don't know about him, he was really famous. I don't know if he's still doing it. At tapping. I actually have this same guitar. Mine's very similar to it. It's a Travis Bean. Very interesting guitar. It's made out. The neck is made out of aluminum. Another Stanley Jordan Classic Spirit album. Another Classic Spirit album there. This one's a good one as well. Smokey Robinson, Greatest Hits Volume 2 with the Miracles. We got Soul to Soul. This is a really good compilation album. Lots of good artists on it. There's another Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. I think I've already uncovered 3 of these so far. This is an old Simon and Garfunkel. I believe it's when they were first getting started. And it's mostly just a lot of folk songs. Some gospel songs I think are on here. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Soul to Soul, one of my favorite Stevie Ray Vaughan albums. Santana Festival. This is a very good Santana album. It's got Evil Woman. And what else we got in here? Evil Ways. I mean, lots of good stuff on here. I can't think right now. I've been going through so many records. Santana's 3rd album. Savoy Brown. These guys went on to become Foghat. We got Dave Verrett there, Lonesome Dave. Roger Earl became the drummer for Foghat. Tony Stevens, bass player for Foghat in the early days. And then Kim Simmons, who recently passed away, if I'm not mistaken. He was with Savoy Brown all the way from the beginning to end, if I'm not mistaken. They did go through some different members over the years. Sammy Hagar, I think this might be his first album. I'm trying to remember. It's just titled Sammy Hagar. This is the album with Trans Am, This Planet's on Fire, lots of other good hits from the 80s, late 70s, early 80s. Sammy Hagar, Danger Zone. Another old Sammy Hagar album, Musical Chairs. And speaking of Sammy Hagar, we got Ronnie Montrose. I've already pulled out a couple of these. going through my collection. This is a really cool disco version of Miss You by the Stones. Really cool. I just listened to this not too long ago. It's a copy of Aftermath by the Stones. Missing the jacket. Then we've got the big hits, High Tide and Green Grass, Rolling Stones, Beggar's Banquet. Got a couple of those. I think I even have a third one. Rolling Stones, Some Girls, Let It Bleed, great album. This is Rolling Stones Hits, and it's like a greatest hits compilation. Then we've got Rolling Stones, Their Satanic Majesty's Request. I've got one that's in really, really good condition. Then I've got another one. I think this was a special UK pressing, but somebody took the hologram off the front. Imagine that. Another good Rolling Stones. December's Children. I've got another one. And another. Some of these are monos and stereos. Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. Never a Dull Moment. Robert Plant. You got REO Speedwagon. This was a big popular album in my high school days. Robin Williams, Reality What a Concept. Hilarious record. I've had that one for a long time. Robin Trower. Some more Trower. And some more Trower. This is a Robin Trower live album. Got some more Robert Plant. Then Rick Wakeman from Yes. I've got a few of his in here. We've got Rick James. Rick Derringer. Rest in peace, Rick. He just passed away not too long ago. Richie Havens. I'm a big Richie Havens fan. Always have been since Woodstock. Richard Pryor. Forgot I even had that. Ray Charles live in concert. Randy Bachman. Now here's a good record. Queen, A Night at the Opera. Procol Harum. I believe this one's got Robin Trower on it. Grand Hotel. This is probably my one of my favorite Police records, Synchronicity. I don't even know how I ended up with this one. POD. Boom, the Crystal Method remix. And then this one, I've hung on to this one because my dad gave me this record. He was a big Pete Fountain fan, and I've just hung on to it. It's got some good music on it. But he went record shopping with me once when he was still alive, and he wanted to buy this one for me. All right, we're still going through records. If you've just tuned into this, Mountain Man Picker, I'm selling a bunch of my records, and I'm going through them one at a time. So I'm going to go through this stack, and if there's anything in here you see that you'd like to make an offer on, you can get my email address in the description, or go to our eBay store. But thanks for tuning in. We got In Your Eyes, Peter Gabriel. This is a 45 speed maxi single. We got Paul Simon in concert. This one's in really sad shape as far as the record jacket, but the vinyl on this is great, and I'm probably just going to hang on to it. All right, we've got my Pat Travers collection. I'm a big Pat Travers fan. I know some people aren't, but I am. I'm a guitarist, and he's a very good musician. This is Crash and Burn. I got a couple copies of that. Got Pat Travers Band Live. This is probably my favorite Pat Travers album. It's the one that really got me into Pat Travers. Go For What You Know, and this is a German release. And then we've got an original release. Heat in the Street. Putting It Straight. Pat Travers' first album. Oh, I didn't even know I had this one in the stack. This is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Got some Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. And oh my gosh, looky here. I think I'm going to sell this one. Nick Drake, 5 Leaves Left. I'm just kidding. I'm hanging on to that one. All right, this one is My Line. Holy smoke. I was trying to figure it out. It was sideways on me. But anyway, it's kind of a psychedelic, folky record. Okay, and then we got Moody Blues, In Search of the Lost Chord, Days of Future Past. I've had several copies of these over the year. I've sold several copies. Moody Blues, To Our Children's Children, Gatefold. You can see these are well worn. The vinyl's great, but they're well worn. Molly Hatchet, Beating the Odds. Montrose with Sammy Hagar. The Monkees' Greatest Hits, more of the Monkees. We got some Moby Grape. And then after Moby Grape, we have Metallica. Imagine that. That was their debut album. Marshall Tucker Band. We got some Marvin Gaye super hits. And the Mamas and the Papas, If You Can Believe Your Eyes and Ears. This is the album that you want to find the picture of the toilet there. It makes it worth some money. There's some other Easter eggs in there as well. This is an anthology of the Mamas and Papas. It's a 2-record set. And I've got some Mahogany Rush, Frank Marino. All right, and this one is just missing the cover, but it's a good album. Mahavishnu Orchestra. I never say that right, so forgive me. But then we got some Leonard Skinner, Give Me Back My Bullets. Skinner's First and Last. It's a really good Skinner album here, and this one was a German release, second helping. And this was also a good one to find. It's got live tracks on it, some unreleased material. Okay, then we got some original Lovin' Spoonful. And these are in rough shape from back in the day. These are the original records, so the vinyl is in good shape, though. We got Love Song, Feel the Love. This is my Led Zeppelin bootleg. I think I've just got side 1 and 2, or no, it's 3 and 4 of the Blueberry Hill bootleg from Led Zeppelin. I'm gonna take that one out, set it to the side. Kinks' Greatest Hits. It's got all the Kinks' great hits on there with Lola. And You Really Got Me in All Day and All the Night. It's a good album. John Anderson Animation from Yes. Mr. John Anderson. Johnny Cash. Orange Blossom Special. Some more Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. That's probably my favorite Johnny Cash record. Got some John Prine, Sweet Revenge. It's a good record. John Mayall, The Blues, Alone. Johnny Winter. Some more Johnny Winter with Rick Derringer. I think Frankenstein's on this record. Let's see, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo is on there. I don't see Frankenstein on that one. John Sebastian played at Woodstock. Johnny Winter, Johnny Cash. Joe Walsh's So What, and Joe Cocker. I think I've got 2 or 3 of those. Journey, Escape. Some more John Prine. Prime. Okay, then we got the new Bondi Hippies. I picked this up from a record store a long time ago. They were just giving it away. I don't even remember listening to it. I'm going to have to check that out. Got some Jimi Hendrix Rainbow Bridge, Otis Redding, and Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are You Experienced? And this is one of my favorite albums here too. Axis Bold as Love. Then we got Jim Croce. I've had several of those over the years. Jeff Beck, Truth. Jethro Tull Live, Bursting Out. Some more Jethro Tull. Thick as a Brick. This is a limited edition 24 color booklet. It's a CD box set. I remember getting this at a yard sale. Let me set this one off to the side. I actually picked up 3 of those, and I sold 2 of them. Okay, we got another stack of records here to go through. Seems like we never run out. We got Elvis, How Great Thou Art. This was an album that my father really liked to listen to. I'll probably hang on to that one. Gato. Some more Gato. Got some Marvin Gaye live. I think this is a double. Yeah, it's a double LP. Bobby Bland and B.B. King together again live. Good record there. Marvin Gaye, Dream of a Lifetime. This one's kind of an interesting LP. There's a lot of things on here that were not on the radio. I think this record even came out after he'd already died, but it's an interesting one. This is from Jamaica, an album from Jamaica. Fifth Dimension, Story of the Who. I remember picking this one up at the antique store for only $4. It's a double record. It's got a book inside. Pretty cool record. It's also, if I'm not mistaken, this is a German release LP, double LP. Best of Wilson Pickett. That's a good record there. Got some boogie woogie soul going on there. Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. And we got some more Johnny Cash. I'm finding lots of Johnny Cash in my record stash, so you'll probably see some of these on sale. Willie and Family Live, that's a good Willie Nelson record there. Blues Brothers, Elwood Blues, and John Belushi. I think they called him Jake, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, it's a good record. This was a good find. Probably going to go ahead and put it up for sale, even though it's got some awesome music on it. It's got Grover Washington Jr. on there too, but it's Idris Muhammad, Power of Soul. It's a valuable record. We got Leon Russell, Richie Havens, 1983 double LP. This is my blues box. I'm going to keep this one for sure. It's got lots of good blues on it, old blues from 1934 to 1940. There's 64 rare blues tracks on there. I got that from a collection that I bought. Boston's first album, Fifth Dimension Live. We got Mr. Lucky, Henry Mancini. That one will probably go in my store. Got Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison, so I've found a couple of these in my collection. Best of Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. All right, this is Aaron T-Bone Walker. I know that. You can tell by the cover. And he's got special guests Herbie Mann, Dizzy Gillespie, Al Cohn, Jerry Mulligan, and the Sweet Inspirations. A lot of good stuff on this. It's a double LP. I will probably hang on to that one. Then we got Blues Box number 2. 64 rare and fine blues sides. Recorded between 1936 and 1942, so some more historical stuff. And then this one is a really good record. It's kind of hard to find. It's a little bit valuable. Lee Morgan Live at the Lighthouse. All right, you'll see some of these in my store. Okay, we got another stack to go through here. Many of these are going to be found in my eBay store. Online, check the description if you want to get any of these. This is Tommy James and the Shondells. Alan Parsons. Okay, got another stack here, starting with Z's and going backwards. ZZ Top, some more ZZ Top Fandango, Tres Hombres, Zebra, and I'm a big Yes fan, so I've got a lot of Yes albums. Rick Wakeman and John Anderson, Steve Howe, all from Yes. Okay, got another German release of The Who. This one's a compilation. It's got a bunch of good tunes on it. Pictures of Lily, Happy Jack, old stuff. Who's next? Van Halen's first album. Then I've got a couple good copies of Woodstock. This one's in pristine condition. This one's well used, but the vinyl is really good on both of them. Got some Willie Nelson. We got some more Who. Walter Egan, Stevie Nicks is on this record, and Lindsey Buckingham, if I'm not mistaken. Got some Ventures, Van Morrison, Van Halen 2, Triumph, Tom Petty, 10 Years After. Some Alvin Lee, The Temptations, Uncle Ted, and Ted with the Amboy Dukes. That's got Great White Buffalo on it, I believe.